What's up, everyone? It's Guys here. And if you didn't know, today is officially Do Something Nice for Others Day. So with that said, make sure to hit the like button for the algo, or better yet, comment down below a random emoji and I'll do my best to respond to as many people as possible. Who knows, maybe even share this video with somebody who could use it. Alright, now in terms of what's going on in the market today, there's a lot to unpack. Like why Amazon stock is falling despite record profits, why GameStop and AMC stock are soaring higher, and how one of the largest US banks just cut their interest rates by 50%. So let's talk about what's going on, and then we can get into some interesting ways that you can save money on everyday purchases. Although before we start, as usual, if you appreciate videos like this, all I ask for in return is that you hit the like button or subscribe. Doing either of those things helps out tremendously and keeps me motivated to make more content. So thank you guys so much. Alright, now in terms of what's going on in the markets today, well, first we got to talk about oil because it's going down. Now earlier this month, it was widely expected that OPEC would increase production by up to 1 million barrels per day to help bring down record high prices. However, after an internal disagreement between the United Arab Emirates and other members, they decided not to move forward with any additional production until next month. So given that oil is still costing more than $100 a barrel, expect gas prices to remain elevated for at least another few weeks. Second, we got to talk about Amazon stock because it's plummeting. Despite reporting record earnings and revenue, shares are down more than 12% year to date, and today is no exception, with a loss of another 4%. That's because during the second quarter, they issued a warning that net sales would only grow between 3 and 7%, which came in significantly lower than estimates of 11%. That's also happening at the same time that consumer spending is shifting away from e-commerce back towards brick-and-mortar stores. So while it is true that Amazon did beat earnings estimates, investors were quick to price in the next 6 to 12 months of slower growth. And that means that if you're an investor, you need to brace yourself for a potential pullback throughout the rest of the year. Third, we got to talk about GameStop and AMC stock because they're surging higher. Now, when it comes to GameStop, shares are up nearly 20% after they announced that they would be selling 5 million shares at an offering price of $35 each, which is obviously good news for anyone who bought the dip in the last few days. In terms of AMC stock, it's moving higher thanks to the announcement that they will be adding 10,000 new screens to their theaters over the next 3 years. The reasoning is that if people have more options and more reasons to go to the theater, that should result in more ticket sales and therefore higher revenue. And lastly, we got to talk about Marcus by Goldman Sachs because they just slashed their interest rates by 0.5% to 3%. See, in a recent survey of their credit card users, they found that 40% of respondents said that they would likely cut back on discretionary spending over the next few months due to inflation. With that, Goldman Sachs lowered their lending expectations, which prompted them to reduce their own rates. This is a big deal because if one of the largest banks in the country is cutting rates in anticipation of lower lending, that's usually a telltale sign that other banks are likely to follow suit, which leads to the Federal Reserve potentially pausing rate hikes in the near future. But now, in terms of what you could do with all of this information to actually make money, here are a few ideas. First, if you're looking to invest, check out Public. Commodores, they have zero commission trades, a clean and easy-to-use interface, and a built-in social network where you can learn from other investors and see what's trending. Plus, by signing up with the link below, you'll also receive a free stock valued between $300 and $300. Second, if you're looking to refinance your mortgage or find a great interest rate on a new credit card, you should check out the links provided below. I've personally used them, and they have some of the best offers in the market. And third, if you're looking to make some passive income or build wealth through real estate, they'll guide you through the entire process step by step so you don't have to waste any time. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, feel free to follow me on social media. Enjoy! Thank you so much, and until next time.